Hey everyone, Jenna here. I am popping back on YouTube to offer an important galactic transmission that feels particularly relevant for this time on Earth right now. In the last video, I shared an older recording that is an audio transmission of the 216 Bijas of the House of Hathor. The House of Hathor is an ancient lineage from the stars that has interacted with Earth throughout time, and specifically during our very Edenic heavenly times on Earth. And it's been part of my work over the last year to better understand which bijas, or root words, sounds of God, syllables of source, are the ones that really represent the full mother matrix, the full unified mother matrix of creation of this universe. When the House of Hathor first came to Earth to help seed the original Edenic environment on this planet, that group, that lineage, brought with them wisdom and practices that support a being in staying in source alignment and returning their vessel, either maintaining their vessel or returning their vessel to a more true source aligned harmonic. And so this set of bijas, this 216 bijas that is toned in the last video, supports our system in coming into its highest level of harmony and supports our ability as beings of the new earth to align our consciousness with the star systems that have also been supportive for Earth's more heavenly Edenic environments in the past. And so, what we're doing on the planet right now is welcoming those frequencies back to the planet. We're welcoming those frequencies back into our being. And by using these bijas and toning practices, it supports our personal vessel and our soul in coming into its highest embodiment possible and its highest state of harmony, its highest alignment with Mother Earth's highest state of harmony. So in the last video, I shared the 216 bijas, and in this video, I want to share a quick overview of what is now on the Star Family Wisdom website. I haven't been updating the website a whole lot over the last year. It's more of a repository of information at this point, as is the YouTube channel. But this is an important set of information that needs to be available for the public. So I'm revisiting this now and uploading it to the website so that everyone has access to it. So I want to share my screen real quick and I'll show you what is on the website now. And then when we're done with that, you'll hear an audio recording of the Elenya Eden Codex. And I'll describe what the Elenya Eden Codex is as we look at the website. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we are on the Star Family Wisdom website. At the top, you can click on House of Hathor, and we'll just go to the main House of Hathor page here. And this is the page where you will find all of the bijas, those primordial seed words, root words, or sounds that again help bypass our conscious mind and work directly with our soul, our energy body, our emotional body, and with our subconscious. So as you scroll down on this page, you'll find the full list of the 216 and what they mean. So as you tone this, you can look at the meaning, you can just feel it. This is a practice that is more about feeling and more about receiving and more about flow than it is about forcing anything. A couple of my most recent favorites are at the end here. Say being the diamond shear of truth, cutting through distortion, cutting through what is false to reveal what is true. And then set, which is the veil breaker and helps us see through certain illusions, helps us see through certain, let's say, theatrics occurring on the planet today or in others. or just in ourselves, as ultimately our spiritual journey is about understanding our internal world and our soul's truth, and all of the ways we are carrying different aspects of consciousness programming or memory or imprinting of the past. And through these sorts of practices and utilizing this sort of wisdom and what I would call a spiritual technology, it allows us to more gently unwind some of the older negative separation based programming that we have experienced as humans, and helps us come back into that more whole harmonic that helps us release the burdens and traumas of the past, and helps us align our system with those pre-fall times, those times that are pre-Atlantean, before our consciousness fractured. And then on this page, you'll find some different toning sequences that give you an idea of some different combinations that are supportive. And these are ones I've been using throughout the last year, and I've really, really enjoyed the way that this practice has felt in my system compared to a lot of other spiritual practices I have found on Earth. You might recognize a lot of these bijas from different yogic lineages or Sanskrit. These bijas are woven into a lot of different mantra practices, and at one point last year, when I was really in the flow of accessing this information and putting it all together, I was having this experience of naming a lot of what people think of as mantras today, which are not all bad, of course, but I was having this experience of seeing them as this type of wordplay that has become almost this like act of sorcery, where we're trying to make things happen through mantras and these spells and that sort of stuff. And of course, there's a way to work with such a thing in a way where we're not attempting to force from an ego place. But on Earth, humans have found themselves really trying to force things, like really trying to force outcomes, really trying to force transformation, really trying to force, a particular way of being, or what our ego, thinks should happen. And what I really like about this more, I guess what I would call a pure toning practice, it really just helps source and the field of intelligence that is governing all things in creation. It just helps that highest intelligence move with us and through us and as us, without our ego getting in the way. And then in addition to the 216 bijas, I've translated those with the help of AI into I am affirmations. So I've liked using these as well, because when we are working to embody a new state of being, new state of consciousness, or our full consciousness, our full self, our true self, we want to take the standpoint of saying I am. It's not I wish, I hope, I will be, it's I am. This is who I am. And even if we feel a gap between that version of I am and how we actually feel right now, by using the I am phrasing, it helps us start to close that gap. So you'll find those 216 translated into these affirmations, like I am the sacred pulse of divine alignment, anchoring cosmic will into material form. So again, that in and of itself has this resonance of I am the will of Source. I am the pulse of Source. I'm not this ego. I'm not this human that's been programmed in all of these different ways on this planet, but I'm just that sacred pulse of divine alignment, and I'm just allowing that divine alignment to occur rather than forcing it. And then we'll end here on the Eden Codex, which is an aspect of this wisdom and these practices that I'm particularly excited about. This is another high-level galactic transmission that is particularly potent for this point in time on Earth, when we have seen the rise of the Antichrist, when we have seen the rise of such dark, compartmentalized, separated consciousness, distorted consciousness, fractured consciousness. It is incumbent upon us to bring through and bring forth the more whole harmonics of source to support that healing of that fractured consciousness, and to allow our human systems to face our shadows and rewire ourselves for a more source-aligned, mother-aligned human temple body experience. So the Elenya Eden Codex is a type of frequency and circuitry that defines the Earth's temple body. And as beings of the Earth and stars, we want to be vessels through which highest divine intelligence, highest source light can flow. And we want our vessels to be as in alignment with Mother Earth as possible, to flow with Mother Earth in beautiful ways, and to let our vessels, our beings, become extensions of Mother Earth. And we are already inherently, and this practice helps us remember that. And it also helps us reconnect with the star systems of our origins on this planet, the star systems that have contributed to the original Edenic design before the satanic consciousness took over on this planet. So what we are doing is we are reestablishing an Edenic harmonic that aligns with certain star systems like Sirius A and B and the Pleiades, Vega, the Hathor star, Lyra, Cygnus, Arcturus, Antares. And we are allowing those star systems to bring forth their intelligence into this Earth matrix. And so we are, as we tone this Eden Codex, we are essentially aligning these star systems with different chakra points on the Earth. So you can think of this as a chakra meditation, a chakra toning meditation. I like to call these planetary stargates, but a stargate is a chakra. Our chakras in our human system are stargates and help us align with higher intelligence and higher orders of creation. So you'll see here the summarized version of the Eden Codex. And then we have a longer version that acts as a type of meditation that you can use or even say out loud to help your system really integrate the fragrance, resonance with both that particular temple center on Earth, but also the star systems that support it. So the root chakra is Hawaii, Lemuria, Mu, the ancient civilization of Mu. And the role of the root chakra is to act as the origin, the womb gate, and the oceanic Eden anchor. So Mu, Lemuria, acts as this remembrance of floral consciousness for us. It acts as this remembrance of a time in which we flowed both with the plant and floral consciousness on this planet in a more beautiful, magical way, but also with the ocean kingdom and the oceanic intelligence that also holds much of the planetary's Akashic record. The sacral chakra is Delos Island, an important place on Earth for past priestess activity and past divine birth, divine conception work on the planet. Back in the days when beings were engaging in more conscious conception rites and activities in alignment with the idea of bringing forth the highest beings of light, free from karma on this planet, Delos Island was used as one of those centers and was an important wisdom center related to birthing and related to the divine feminine intelligence of birthing. And it acted as a type of Venusian temple on Earth. And because of that, deep, ancient, divine feminine wisdom related to conception, birth, the womb, sexual pleasure, that also encodes Delos Island with this ecstatic frequency of bliss and joy, because the pure act of creation in this universe is an act of bliss and joy. And so we are remembering that by bringing forth these tones. The solar plexus is Bali, the harmonic balance gate. You can think of that as like the gate of power on the planet, where the temple geometry comes into full alignment to support our embodiment of divine power, pure divine power on this planet. And with that, we think of the solar plexus in the place of power as being this place of balance and reciprocity as well. The heart chakra is Dendera, the Dendera temple in Egypt, the Hathor temple in Egypt. And so we think of this as the throne of the seven Hathor sisters. We think of this as the anchor of planetary coherence and the heart of the mother, the heart of both the Earth Mother and the Universal Mother, the Galactic Mother. And you'll see here listed the phrase pearl of the mother, and we can think of the pearl as symbolic of that level of refinement and purity that is source. And in this temple, there are ancient chambers that have not been accessed by modern humans, and there is a chamber known as the Pearl of the Mother chamber. And so as you tone this, you may also set the intention to connect with that Pearl of the Mother chamber and receive its intelligence. That chamber is not accessible to humans because it is currently hidden by dimensional mimicry, so only beings or humans operating at a certain frequency or state of consciousness would be able to see it or access it. The throat chakra is Avalon, Britain, ancient Avalon, temple of the living word, so allowing the word of source and the word that brings forth creation to move through the throat. We think of this as a site of the ancient rose rites and the rose line of priestesses. And so we can think of this particular temple chakra point on Earth supporting our ability to be that living word of source. The third eye chakra is down in Peru, Huayno Picchu, Machu Picchu, and we think of this as a place of high vision, high seeing, high communion with the stars, the most profound remembrance abilities of the shamanic mother. So calling on Mother Earth here at this particular chakra point to activate our sight in alignment with the stars, being able to move beyond Earth sight, being able to move beyond the Earth matrix in our psychic sight and align in communion with higher civilizations, higher intelligence, higher dimensions, etc. And then the crown chakra, we call Muhatra. Muhatra is the seventh sister of the Hathor sisters, and Muhatra represents the convergence of all seven frequencies, all seven temple chakras that create that living circuitry within the Earth's temple body and also within ours. This is also the point of polarity convergence, where the masculine and feminine become perfectly balanced and in perfect union and harmony. And by toning this crown chakra Muhatra frequency, we also establish a more direct connection to the galactic womb, source flame, mother flame. So I'll do just a very brief toning of each one, and then when we finish this video, we'll go into an older recording, a little longer recording that I did last year that walks you through each of these longer transmissions related to the Eden Codex. Okay. So taking a moment to just be here together, welcoming both the intelligence of Source herself, the intelligence of these star systems that are aligned with the Eden Codex, and the intelligence of the Earth Mother herself, allowing for that full alignment and full convergence within our human selves in the way that is right for us, in alignment with the highest good for all. So when I tone this, I like to go up the scale, the 7 chakra scale. You can also just tone in a pure, like middle C tone if you want. It is yours to work with and yours to embody in whatever way feels right to you. So starting with the root. Humana Mashalom Keikiam Tevushi Luasha Sushiaso Temilia Shri Temilia Sushiaso Luasha Tevushi Keikiam Mashalom Humana. Home. Okay. So we'll let that lead us into the longer transmission. If you would like to stick around for that, we'll transition to that next. Thank you so much for taking this in and being present for this information and using this to anchor the new earth, to anchor the new Eden, to bring back and bring forth the frequencies of heaven on earth that this planet so desperately needs in all of you. Thank you for being here and being part of this incredible, incredible journey of liberating Earth. Earth has been on a very long, long journey of finding its way back to true source, light, and embodiment, and harmony, and a state where the betterment of all is truly flourishing in every way. And so we're on that journey together, and I'm really grateful for your contribution to that. As I breathe and soften my body, I am allowing the planetary temple body of the Mother, the Elenya Eden Codex, to align in perfect form from the Mother Harmonics of Source and the Galactic Core, all the way through each planetary temple chakra and body temple chakra down to Mother Earth's crystalline core. Allowing the golden light of grace and abundance from Elenya's crystalline core to rise up now through the root chakra of Mu Lemuria. I am the breath of the first flower blooming from the womb of the earth. I root in oceanic remembrance where all life first sang. I am the gate of purity and primordial peace. Sirius B whispers the sacred waters of rebirth through my bones. Maya's grace flows as floral light through my cellular memory. The Pleiadian mother pulses within my womb with harmonic joy. Who opens the harmonic song of source beneath my feet? Ma is the pulse of the womb dreaming the world into bloom. Na is the nectar of gentleness anchoring Eden's breath. Allowing the golden light of grace and abundance to move up through the sacral chakra, Delos Island. I birth beauty and sacred rhythm with the cosmic tide. I am the wellspring of divine pleasure, fluid and free. I honor the holy portal of conception as a sacred act of light. Venus shines the crystalline codes of embodied desire through my sacral waters. Vega serenades my womb with songs of ecstasy and union. I am a flowering chalice for the harmony of love's pure design. Ma blesses the cradle of all that is becoming. Sha shields my womb with sovereign radiance. Lo glows with the remembrance of soul's luminous truth. Ma sha lo. And allowing the golden light of grace and abundance to move up through the solar plexus, Bali. I offer from the well of true balance and sacred joy. I radiate the golden geometry of temple service. I restore right relation through every sacred exchange. The Pleiades awaken my joy through harmonic offering. Venus wraps my power in softness and grace. Vedic star wisdom aligns my solar light with dharmic truth. K codes my center with crystalline alignment. Ki flows as the breath of the high path of will. Yam expands the radiant field of heart-centered power. Ki Yam. And allowing the golden light of grace and abundance to move up through the heart of Dendera. I am the pearl of planetary harmony beating in time with all. I sit upon the throne of softness and sacred sound. My heart speaks in light language, restoring Eden. Sirius A lights my sacred remembrance of divine service. The Hathor star radiates pure joy through every beat of my heart. I am the songline of the stellar mother codes made flesh. Te seals my heart in fulfillment of Eden. Vu pulses divine beauty through every breath. She spirals my memory home through harmonic tones. And allowing the golden light to align up through the throat chakra, Avalon. I speak the word of truth woven in rose petals. My voice is the river where Eden sings again. I rise with the waters of Avalon, a priestess of vibration. Lyra pours poetic wisdom into my breath. The swan star guides my song into perfect grace. I voice the resonance of living light into the world. Lua births ecstatic truth from the lunar well. Hua whispers the harmony of the elements through me. Sha shields the sacred voice with the golden rose fire. Allowing the golden light of grace and abundance to move up through the third eye, Wanu Picchu, Machu Picchu, Zu Xian Zu. I see from the temple of sky where time breathes truth. I am the seer of the mother's flowering vision. My pineal gate blooms in crystalline clarity. Arcturus aligns my sight with interstellar memory. Antares blesses me with soul-anchored vision of the now. I commune with the great councils through harmonic stillness. Zu is the stillness where Eden's eye awakens. Shia is the vow of sight that restores lost time. Zo illuminates the unseen from the breath of source. Zu Shia Zo. Allowing for perfect alignment through the crown chakra, Muhatra, galactic core to mother source womb flame. Te mi lia. I am the capstone where heaven flows into form. I embody the architecture of Eden made whole. I transmit the full scroll of the mother through my being. The galactic core sings through me as golden remembrance. The mother's womb flame is the axis of my temple body. I anchor heaven through crown-lit command of beauty. Te seals the temple with fulfillment and purity. Mir is the miracle made flesh, whole and radiant. Lia lives as grace within me, flowing as the goddess. Te mi lia. Now bringing that golden light of remembrance, the white light of purity and protection down from the mother crown, galactic core, and mother womb flame through all 6 chakras, alighting the planetary and human temple body. Ooh.